Hey, y'all. Let me tell you a story. When I was 2 years old, I had two sets of grandparents. I lived in a little itty bitty Kentucky town. One set of grandparents were very, very religious, and they taught me that the other set was really evil. The other set that they said were really evil owned the main tavern and pool hall in town, and they taught me to love other people unconditionally. Can you see the oxymoron here? So when I was 2, we lived in town in a little itty bitty house, and my papa, that owned the main tavern and pool hall in town, would come and pick me up every day on his lunch break. He had a white Cougar with a red interior, and I would stand at the door and I would watch for him. And when I saw his car coming down the street, I would run out the door because I was so excited. And he would put me right there in his car, and we would cruise around the town on his lunch break, and he would take me the same specific route every single day. We would go down to the point that was where the Ohio and the Kentucky rivers met. And then one of the places that we always went was the Catholic church. We would drive by the Catholic church in town because it was a big, big, beautiful building, right? And there was the cemetery right there next to it. And every single day when we would drive past that cemetery, I would look at this life-size painted statue of Jesus on the cross, and I thought it was real. And I would begin to cry every single day because Jesus was still up on the cross. He looked real. And my papa would say, "You don't have to cry, baby, because it's not real. It's a statue." But my little 2-year-old self thought it was real. One day I was sitting on his lap, and he looks at me and he says, "Deborah Ann, you have the most beautiful eyes of any little girl I've ever seen in my life." And I started grinning, And I said, "Thank you, Papa." And he said, "And I want to tell you something. When you grow up, you're going to be a brick shit house." My little 2-year-old self had no idea what a brick shit house was, but I knew right then and there I wanted to be one, and I was going to be one. I'm fixing to go play the piano right now because it makes me really happy. I like doing things that make me happy. So y'all go do something that makes you happy. What makes your heart happy? Do that today. And while you're at it, go check out my Substack. I'm writing a book. It's called Tell Me Something True, The Perry Parallax. And it examines my whole life story and my story of being a musical prodigy and burning out, walking away from that, as a parallel mirror view of Steve Perry's burnout journey too, using an archetypal framework of Young and Campbell, both. Go check it out. debbiemeadows.substack.com. See you tomorrow.